Hi everyone, this is Aska from Singapore. Today I am going to another successful online business owner who is using the same business system as I am. Today's guest is Rax from Canada. He's been in the business for some years and achieved so many things and so many changes in his life, but also he helped many people make a change in their lives. That's so amazing. So I'm very honored and excited to have him today and know his story. Rex, thank you very much for taking time today.
My pleasure, Oscar. Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored and grateful for you to have asked me to be one of the people that you get to interview on your page.
Okay, could you introduce yourself first?
Sure, absolutely. I would love to. So, my name is Rajesh, and friends like Oscar call me Rags. And I am 48 years old, and I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, with my amazing wife, Chicago, and our little puppy, Goma. And I'm a chef and a restaurateur by trade. I own a couple of donut shops here in Vancouver, and I just started a new community-based convenience store. And I'm an online digital business owner, and I've been a digital business owner since June of 2018.
Okay. Great, you have a lot of business now, and that's
Yeah.
it sounds very exciting. So we are going to ask those stories. Okay, first, why did you start this online business?
So I started this online business because I quite honestly, my wife Chicago, she started it first. And then, so she took the first 8 months to sort of just like feel it out, learn. She was slowly earning money while the business was working, and then all of a sudden, boom, magic happened, and things really started to move quickly. And I was like, holy smoke! Initially, when she started the business, I said, you know, what, I can't join in this business with you right now. I'm really busy with my donut shops, and I don't have time. But you have my unwavering support. Anything that I can do to help you, I'm going to do that. And once it really started to move, I said, "Holy smoke! This is an opportunity to to basically double our income and really create the life that we're looking for." So I said, I asked, so I didn't say, I asked my wife, "May I join you in this business?" And then we can be partners. And then she said yes. So uh, after after 9 months of her being in the business, I joined the business with her, and it was it's been pure magic since. So my reason for joining the online business was because quite honestly, I saw my wife doing amazing, and yeah, what we really want to do is create a plan B. So our plan A, we've got she's a healer, and then I'm a restaurateur and a chef. Like we'll use that, and that'll be like our plan A in terms of carving out our living. And plan B, we'll save and maybe do a bit of traveling. And really, what happened after that has been pure magic.
Okay, okay, I see. Yes, actually, the his wife Chicago is my grand coach, and she's always helping me, supporting me in business. I am asking her a lot of question in the business, but this it's really amazing that you running business together with your wife as a how do I say as a team, as a family, and that's great. And also, okay, you are running your donut shop, and you were very busy, but at the same time, how do I say? I believe that's the donut business is something you are also passionate about, but at the same time you how do I say mm, look for something mm, uh, that you you of course want more. I mean that you want more time with your wife, or you want to travel around, of course. and of course you have a passion with your initial business, but at the same time it's not only working is not something you were looking for, and you wanted enjoy your life more.
Yes,
Ah,
100%.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, to touch on that, absolutely.
Mm,
So the thing about being a chef and a
mm,
restaurateur is that I have to be at a certain location in order to earn money. So
yeah.
what that means is that I'm trading my time
Mm,
for a paycheck.
exactly. Mm,
And even though I'm the owner, I
mm,
still, if I'm not working in the business, I'm working on the business, and it just
mm,
takes up so much time.
mm,
Having a business where you can work literally from anywhere
mm.
just allowed me to spend more time with my wife
Yes.
and bond and like,
Mm,
because I mean she's my wife. I love her tremendously.
mm,
So being able to spend more time with her
mm,
is really what I'm after
mm,
in terms of like having my family and
mm,
having that all work.
mm,
Having a digital business
mm,
where we can live. I mean, here's an example.
mm,
So 3 months after I joined the business, we were doubling our income,
mm.
literally doubling our income. And so we said, you know what, let's go, let's go travel. So as you know, Chicago, my wife is originally from Japan,
Mm,
and so her father still lives there,
mm,
and one of her sisters, and she's got lots of friends.
mm,
And so we went to Japan
mm,
for 3 months.
mm,
So if you've ever owned a traditional brick and mortar business, to be
mm,
able to take a week off
mm.
is a really big deal.
Yeah.
I took 3 months off,
Mm,
3 months of being away from having to commute and having to
mm,
travel back and forth in order to get
mm,
to work. I love what I do. I love making food,
mm,
and I just really wanted more out of life.
mm,
I wanted to not just be about work.
mm.
And Chicago and I, we'd been to Japan a couple of times previously, but never for that long. It was 2 weeks maximum.
Yes.
And so to be able to be there
Mm,
for 3 months
mm,
was nothing short of a miracle.
mm,
And so spending amazing quality time with her father and her sister
mm,
and
mm,
making new friends and traveling all over Japan. We were in Kyoto, we were in Kobe, we were in Osaka,
mm.
uh, we were in Yokohama, we were in Okinawa.
Well,
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
entire Japan.
we were in Niigata, we were in
Wow.
Nagano. So we we true and of course we were in Ikebukuro. We were all over Tokyo,
Mm,
and home base was Kawagoe in
mm.
Saitama Prefecture. And this isn't possible if we don't have an online business that allows us to like continue to generate revenue.
Mm,
Absolutely none of that.
mm,
So the lifestyle that we were looking to create has been
yes,
created because we've got something that's working for us in the background. And the entire time we're still making money.
yes. Mm,
We're still earning revenue. Sales are still happening.
mm,
And it's miraculous. And we don't have to generate the sales.
mm,
We're not calling people saying, "Hey, would you like to buy something?" That's not happening.
mm.
So it's pretty awesome.
Yes, I thank you very much. I actually already knew this miraculous 3 months holiday story, and there's so many people, that got inspired your 3 months holiday story, and actually, they started after they heard the story, and I think it's almost everyone's dreams to travel. I mean, the enough period they want. And yes, maybe you can take the 1 week off, or maybe 2 weeks off in a year at the longest. But the of course you want to uh, see all those friends, families, and you want to explore
Mm,
experience, and of course you want to go to new places, all the things. The few weeks are not enough. And yes, the 3 months holiday story is so how does it, very inspiring. I love to do it in the future
mhm,
too. And also, so that you achieved the lifestyle is so amazing, and also you took action to achieve it, and then that's amazing too. And yes, as you said, like even though you how much you love your the shop business, but you of course have to be there and thinking about it, then you can't really uh, go on such a long holiday. So maybe you must be very frustrating before, or maybe you've been having dilemma because you love this but you also want to do more. So I'm so glad you achieved the lifestyle you are looking for and you want it. And it's just great that this business actually enable us to have such a lifestyle. And yes, and you are the proof. I mean, you proven that actually we can have such a lifestyle. So I love your story, and thank you. And okay, oh, sorry, I almost forgot to show this kind of bond. But
mhm.
one thing, sorry, a bit going back, but do you, when you decided to start this business, you said like of course, your wife already uh, having the results, so maybe it's convincing enough for you, but at the same time did you find something different from other opportunities, or you saw kind of the potential in the business at the beginning?
Mm. So, you know what? I will say, like, since my wife found a business,
Mm,
um, so choosing this online business was easy.
mm,
And I mean, also knowing that there are so many other options for other online businesses out there.
mm,
And what makes this one special
mm,
uh, is, I mean, everybody can find success in any online business. What's great about this particular business is number one, you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't. It comes with a very extensive training,
mm,
and it comes with two weekly masterminds. One if you're
mm,
new, and then one for even for the pros and the veterans who've been doing this for 5 years.
mm,
And uh, it comes out all the videos. Or sorry, all the training is video based.
mm,
So you get walked through step by step everything that you need to do in order to make your magic happen. And I don't know of any other system that has that. And you know, I mean, once you're in, and there's this amazing community of people
mm,
who are here to coach and mentor,
mm,
even uh, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you're in Singapore
mm,
or Canada or Africa
mm,
or Europe. I mean, all of those things don't matter because there's this because this business is global. There are people in any region that will be more than happy to support you with whatever you need in order for you to succeed.
mm,
Because what really hammers home is that there's enough in this world for everybody.
mm,
Everybody can win.
mm. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, I strongly agree. And the business, as you said, this business, the people don't need to be tech savvy. Even, the don't know about those social media or the IT, the marketing, those kind of things. Of course, I didn't have, and but as you said, like there is a very organized training system, and also like the mentor coaches like you already, how do I say, the very experienced people out there.
Mm.
And so the yes, I feel the same way. And actually I don't have any the problems or any issues to run this business so far. That's really, I think it's the very amazing. And I smoothly start out this business. So yes, I totally agree that the anyone can start this business. And yes, I understand why you chosen this business, because of that reason. Okay, thank you very much. Okay,
Yes.
then for the last, when I have your message to my audience, maybe there are so many people out there still struggling their lives, and also not knowing what to do. So maybe if we could have some, I don't know, encouragement, advices, that would be very nice, appreciated.
Hmm. Sure, I would love to. All right, so let me share this story. Uh, so I didn't swim until I was 44 years old. So up until I was 44 years old, which is fairly recent. It was only like 4 years ago. Um, I was afraid of swimming. I was afraid of the deep end. I nearly drowned 3 times in my life. So I had I had no desire to go in the deep end. I'm like, my life is great. I don't need to swim. And Chicago and I were in Mexico, and in one of our many adventures. And she said, "Would you like to learn how to swim?" And then I said, "You know what? I think I would like to learn how to swim." And so we're standing in a shallow pool, and it's 4 feet, and she's teaching me, and quite honestly, even though I can stand up in this pool, I've got tears coming down my eyes because I'm just so afraid of swimming. Truly, I was just so afraid of like getting into the water because I was afraid I might drown again.
Mm.
And then she said, "You know what? Just go into your back and float." I'm like, "I can't float." She's like, "Yeah, you can float." So I went on my back and I just let go, just closed my eyes, and I put my arms out like this, and I put my legs out, and and it felt like for the first time in my life, in 44 years of existence on the planet Earth, I could float. Now, here's the truth of the matter: I could always float.
Mm.
I just didn't know I was capable of floating.
Mm.
So once I learned I could float, I started to learn how to swim that day. 8 hours later, at the resort that we're staying at, they've got this little, like they've got this little man-made cliff, which is about 10 feet, and so you jump off this little cliff 10 feet into the water, and so I did. So I jumped off a 3 meter cliff and into deep water, and I could swim. Now, this doesn't sound like a miracle by any means. Like, wait, you can swim? Everybody can swim. This is the reason why I share this story is because I didn't know I could do it until I did it. And the moral of the story, we don't know what we're capable of until we put ourselves at risk and go for it. There is no trying to do something. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And that's it. And I wasn't swimming, and now I love swimming. Any opportunity I had to swim, I'm swimming.
Oh.
And none of that would have been possible unless I took that risk on myself. Because really, I'm not getting paid to swim. I'm not winning an Olympic medal. But my life is so much better now that I can swim. So many more things have become available to me now that I can swim. I'm not afraid to go into boats. I'm not afraid to go into the deep end of water. My life has just completely opened up, and that only happened because I believed in myself. That I could do something. Because I had it that I could never do that. So as human beings, we are capable of way more than we think we are. We are capable of moving mountains only because we say so. Our word creates our world. And if I say I can't, I can't. And if I say I can, I can. And I will. Because I say so. So to the audience watching, you're here because you're looking to make a change in your life. And you don't know what that looks like. So my advice to you is, my message, that you don't have to know. There are literally thousands of people who are here to support you to win. Literally thousands. All you have to do is take the leap and jump.
Okay, thank you so much. And it's yes, and it's a really beautiful, beautiful message, and I really love it. And yes, as you said, it's really true that we really don't know we what we are capable until you did, and actually you can do it. And the only thing only thing stopping you from doing that is yourself. So yes, and your story is very, very convincing, and I really love it. I can imagine how how do I say, like how big it is for you to get able to swim, because after such the experience you did, and then now you are enjoying, and yes, I think it like tells we actually can make a change in even in ourselves, and then we can change our lives. So I really, yes, thank you very much for wonderful message. And I believe that the audience got very encouraged, and I hope they will find the way they they create the life they want, and yes, they they will know they are capable of it.
Mm.
So yes, that's I hope. And okay, thank you very much for your wonderful story today, and I'm so grateful to able to share your story with my audience. And yes, I'm so happy today to have you here. Okay, today we have Rags from Canada. Thank you very much, Rags, for today.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for having me. And Oscar, you're very gracious, and I thank you for providing such a great space for
Thank you. Mm,
for people to like get comfortable
okay.
with making a life decision. I
Yes.
really could. I really what I really hear in how you speak and how you share is how caring you are about people.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, then thank you very much, people, for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Like, thank you, everyone.